At the beginning of autumn, Neymar gave a juicy quote about Messi. The Brazilian was asked if he was happy for Leo, who won the World Cup. "I was glad that he spent such a year, but at the same time I was very sad. He felt both sides of the coin. He has been to paradise with the Argentine national team, he has won everything in recent years. And in Paris, he felt what hell is, we both felt what it is. We are upset, because we didn't just come there. We wanted to show our best, become Champions League winners, create history. For this we have united. Unfortunately, we have not been successful," Ney said. In Paris, they replied sternly, "We do not make any comments, we have some dignity." Curiously, both players wanted to stay at PSG. Former Arsenal and France national team player Robert Pires made a gesture, "I call it being crybabies. Being a professional footballer means coping with pressure. Sometimes, when you play well, it's nice to get praise. When you don't do it well, that's part of the game." A little later, Messi revealed the topic in a little more detail, explaining the motives for moving to America. "It was a family decision, an attempt to take care of the welfare of the family. We had 2 difficult years, we didn't feel well, and it cost us dearly. We decided to do this in order to get a little closer to what we were when we lived in Barcelona, to enjoy everyday life together with the children, the fact that everything is fine in the family. I wanted to enjoy the game every day, which wasn't the case before. For many reasons, we decided that Miami would be the right place, and today, after a while, we are sure that we were not mistaken." Rio Mavuba, a former midfielder of the French national team, Bordeaux and Lille, criticized Messi for negative reviews of the Paris club. "In every interview we see how Messi touches PSG a little. I am very surprised. He must not forget that, although he did not want to move to PSG, only PSG came for him when Barcelona could no longer pay his salary." Neymar was generally carried out with the banner "Finally got rid of the brute." Neymar got no less from PSG fans last season. In early May they even came to the Brazilian's house and shouted at him to get out of the club. The player followed the advice, but it did not save him from hate. At the match with Lens in the first rounds, fans hung a banner with the inscription "Neymar, finally got rid of the brute." At the same time, the head of the PSG Ultras, Romain Mobile, stressed in an interview with RMC that no one has hatred for the departed stars. "I do not hate these players. They are part of a failed, more marketing period. It worked, but the sports part completely fell apart. PSG and these players cannot play together. We've all been criticized. When I joined Arsenal, I had to replace Marc Overmars, and I was told that I was hopeless. I kept my mouth shut, kept working, and in the end it paid off." Messi and Neymar are no longer at PSG, but the comprehension of the Paris stage and regret for missed opportunities does not stop. Messi insists he didn't want to go to Paris. "It was difficult in the last few months of the 2022-23 season. PSG fans were finally disappointed in Messi. In March they blamed the Argentine for the departure from the LCH, and in May-June they staged a boycott because of Leo's trip to Saudi Arabia. Messi is the son of a whore." Banners with such inscriptions were hung out by fans at the PSG administrative building. Leo admitted after joining Inter Miami that he didn't really want to move to PSG. "My move to Paris is not what I wanted. It happened overnight. I had to quickly get used to a new place after so many years in Barcelona. It was difficult in Paris, but now everything is different." Not only PSG fans tried to hurt Neymar, but also Paul Breitner, the ex-midfielder of Bayern and the German national team, the 1972 European champion and the 1974 world champion. "Thank you, dear Saudis, for buying Mr. Neymar, one of the greatest actors, with his gestures and drama. Bacillus on the left flank. We won't have to put up with all this anymore. What are the other stars out there doing with all their money? If the Saudis do what the Americans did in the 70s with their Operetta League, that is, they buy players for insane amounts, let them continue," Breitner quipped. Both Neymar and Messi, after leaving Paris, unsubscribed from PSG in social networks, although both are still signed to Barcelona.